So the time has come to watch Final Destination 4, aka what they thought was the Final Destination. I'm looking forward to it. Let's do this. Here we go. The Final Destination. Classic car, obviously. So I just finished the Final Destination, aka Final Destination number 4, and of course it started with the speed cars. When it comes to vehicles, Final Destination is about to kick off, and boy did it kick off at the very start of the movie when all of the cars started crashing into the crowds sat in the spectators area. Honestly, that was insane. But I felt the CGI let it down a little bit and wasn't as strong as it could have been. But that might be because I didn't watch it in 3D, which was its original purpose in cinemas. The fire truck death with the fire was absolutely brutal. And what I will say here is they used less of the CGI and more of the special effects. And you can really see it here in this photo. This scene with the lawnmower and the eye made me flinch. Whilst I was watching, I was like, oh, you know, you're like, ugh. Gosh, I kind of felt that. My biggest fear is fear of drowning, and when the pool starts to empty and he gets sucked into the hole, or almost into the hole, I started to panic. There are lots of scenes in Final Destination, and when you know water's around, you know that hell is right around the corner. Not only was there a pool scene where hell broke loose, there was also a car wash scene which was so explicit and she could not escape. And then when you think they're done with the water stunts, no, they're not done. They move to the hospital where there's floods of water at 2 separate kind of hospital beds. And that for me was so alarming because, of course, these patients are unwell and then they're flooded and essentially brought to their death. This death with the ambulance knocking into one of the characters actually was so extreme and unexpected. But again, I think the CGI kind of took away from the death itself, but it was very dramatic and I didn't see it coming at all. Now, this scene was really cool. When Janet is at the cinema, I thought that the way they did the explosion was super clever, and of course, the screen flying at their faces was extreme. Overall, I thought there was a lot to digest in the Final Destination number 4. I thought that in comparison to the other movies, there was a lot more deaths, there was a lot more going on, so you really had to pay attention to keep up. But I did really enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to the 5th. If you've also seen Final Destination 4, be sure to let me know in a comment below what you thought of it, and let me know if you'll be going to cinemas to see Final Destination Bloodlines when it comes out very soon.